internet. I'm Hugo.
And I'm Jake.
And this is Unpopular Culture. This is actually something, you know what? We talk about things based on comic books all the time.
Yeah.
This is as well, but generally, I don't think we've ever talked about Archie comics before and their spin-offs. Not like in this level of like detail.
Also, I don't consider it a comic as much as I consider it a Disney miracle.
Actually, you know what's gonna...
Was it Disney? It was Disney, right?
Yeah, Disney, okay. Disney. Which is why I assume Netflix has the rights to it now.
Fair enough.
Netflix is rebooting Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I'm actually kind of excited because one of the main casts for the show is going to be Michelle Gomez, who was Missy in Doctor Who.
Yeah, she's gonna be one of the aunts, probably the younger one.
She's not actually.
Really? Oh yeah, she's the villain.
She's a teacher in the school. She plays a dual role, which it makes a lot of sense for Gomez to play this character because she's very as Missy.
Manic.
Yeah, she plays a teacher who's somewhat demure, I guess, kind of quiet, but then like gets possessed by like an evil entity and tries to do evil things. The person playing Sabrina on this show, by the way, is the daughter from Mad Men, who is now grown up and is a teenager. You didn't watch Mad Men?
Nah.
Oh, pretty good. Not great.
A lot of people used to love it.
Yeah. Probably a lot of people who grew up then and were like,
oh wow.
I like...
Ouch.
My grandparents really liked that show.
It's not that old of a show.
No, I know.
Okay.
No, I'm saying because they were alive... Like,
you were too.
In the era when... No, the show takes place in the 1960s.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Not when the show aired, when the show is placed in a period.
Yes, they were the same they were the same age the characters are in the show in that era. Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
I'm saying they were nostalgic.
Like, you're not that young.
They're nostalgic for office day drinking and...
Office day drinking and sexual...
harassment.
Harassment.
Yeah. Anyway, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. The premise of the show...
Hardly any day drinking in Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Not much. There was an episode where she got hooked on pancakes. Remember that episode? And this weird...
I do not.
This anthropomorphic pancake lady would like...
Why was she...
syrup?
Okay.
Anyway, whatever. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Obviously very much a comedy from the 90s, early 2000s. Being rebooted by Netflix. Apparently... Not just a comedy, it's sort of going for a Buffy the Vampire Slayer tone, in which...
So a little bit extra?
Yeah, so it's not gonna be just like, aha, ha, 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 look at all the hijinks. It's gonna be, she's a witch, she's learning her powers, and also there are occult demons and stuff that she has to fight sometimes with
Disney
their powers.
couldn't do occult demons.
In the press thing, it said literally occult was like
right.
in the
I'm saying Disney itself couldn't back in the day.
And this is, I guess, based on a newer version of the Sabrina comics. I guess they still fucking make the Sabrina comics. I don't know. But,
it's amazing to me someone could get that inspired about Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Archie comics are still a thing, too. How do you sit down every day as a writer for Archie comics and be like...
What mundane thing is going to happen today?
Yeah, and I mean, I know there's, like, Archie comics where there's, like, monsters and stuff, but, like, what?
I don't know, man.
Anyway,
I don't get it.
So Sabrina's gonna be fighting things, and she's gonna be living with her aunts, just like in the original show, except now they live in a mortuary. Because reasons. I don't know if the aunts will be, like, funeral directors or something.
We're gonna have the talking cat.
The talking cat is there.
Is it cast?
I don't know who the...
I would love Will Friedle to be the cat.
Will Friedle.
Will Friedle, the big brother of Boy Meets World.
Oh, he is funny. He's a good voice actor, too. He does a lot of voice work for Disney, specifically, actually.
Right.
He does stuff on Disney XD a lot, or did, if that's still a thing.
He also has a goatee now, and he's hardly recognizable.
Huh. What else? Oh, there's gonna be a cousin that lives with them as well. Who was specifically described...
Oh, fuck.
Let me see if I can get this, because it made me laugh. This is a very... We get it, youths! Perdomo, in his first American screen credit, will play Ambrose Spellman. Ambrose is Sabrina's warlock cousin from England. Placed under house arrest by the Witches' Council, Ambrose is forbidden from leaving the funeral home where he lives with the Spellman women. Witty, puckish, and pansexual, he's one of Sabrina's partners in crime, always up for mischief.
I mean, that's fine, but I'm cynical about the way that was... You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's just okay. Like, oh, that person. I guess we find out about their sexuality, and it's not.
It's the fact that
it's not typical.
I felt a marketer sit down and go, and
that sounds like a fan fiction on a Tumblr blog.
Slap pansexual on him like fucking leather seats on a new car. Like, don't you want to fucking?
Yeah, I mean that's fine.
Great,
man,
I'm all for representation of identities and
it's
stuff.
It's just that's such a fucking cynical way to.
It's a cynical. Come watch us. We're with the youths. Just be normal, guys. Just be normal. And
like
just
you know what? Like Modern Family got a lot of credit for like they just had a gay couple.
A lot of the jokes on that show.
It's very gay. I'm just saying.
Well,
of course, but it was like, but that's like one of the earliest. Okay. Queer as Folk, of course.
Will and Grace was quite a bit before.
I think Will and Grace. I don't think it was.
Or not
before Queer as Folk, but it was very close to it at the same time. Either way, Will and Grace was also very Modern Family. But like at a certain point, they have like real human moments, and it's not just a thing they wear.
Yeah. And
I'm worried that's a thing he wears.
We'll see. I'm gonna see it. It's on Netflix.
I'll watch it.
Check it out. It got a 20-episode, 2-season commitment.
20 episodes.
Netflix usually does that now. Very rarely will they have a show with 1 season. Just because.
So explain to me season 4 of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. How does that keep occurring?
Because that show's great.
Is it?
It's very funny. Have you seen it?
I've seen it.
I think it's funny.
It got boring for me.
It's a very bubbly. It's funny because I'm very cynical. It's the least cynical humor in the universe, and I love it.
It's just, it's like literally bubblegum comedy.
I know.
Ugh,
I like it.
Grates on me.
I need it, otherwise I think I would have killed myself by now. Anyway, what else was I gonna?
Thanks, Kimmy.
Oh, the Netflix 2-season thing, it's generally because the biggest cost of getting a show started is, like, getting it started. So once it's started and it's got the momentum and the sets are already built, it's really cheap to produce a second season, relatively to just producing a new show. So they pretty much always do 2 seasons on Netflix now.
That's good.
Yeah. Netflix has had a alright track record. Enough that I think Netflix can handle Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Buffy the Vampire Slayer version. That's fine. That's a fine idea.
Yeah, I know Richie Rich was really good.
Oh no. Have you guys seen Richie Rich on Netflix yet?
Just look it up.
Oh no.
Oh my.
Do you know how many 10-year-old boys have jerked off to that Latina nurse?
No.
Netflix does. Until next time, I'm Hugo.
Now I need to know this Latina nurse.
Servant, whatever the fuck. Rosie.
Wow, that is not.
No, not Rosie.
Richie Rich Maid.
Yeah, Maid. Yeah.
Images. This one?
Yeah.
She's like 12 years old. Or something. Why is she wearing that shit?
She's the maid on the show. She's the maid.
That's really inappropriate.
She's not 12. She's an adult.
Is she?
Yeah.
She's one of those.
Well, on the show, she's a robot.
Oh god. But she's got like
Richie's sex robot.
She's got like the thing. And it feels like a porn. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
When it comes to kids jerking off, I usually am. No, that's where this ends.